What's it like working with your partner?
So Jake has like a serious case of FOMO.
3 installs before noon.
I'm just worried that we need to make sure that there's enough of a thoroughfare out to the balcony.
And we're hiring.
Which leaves us with a stylist position open.
This is Foxy TV, episode 57. Let's figure it out.
Pulling it down. 3 in a car, 1 in a truck.
Valuable and adding value for your clients.
Monday morning. Who's gonna... Russ, you know what's happening today?
I don't know, sorry, I haven't even looked at the schedule.
Haven't looked. Cam, do you know?
I know.
What's happening
So we've got
today?
to pack up first up at Warner, which is about an hour from here. Then we're doing an install, and then we've got a second pack up, and back here to have you tidy up and get some stuff squared away, ready for tomorrow.
Excellent.
Just edit that bit out so it actually looks like I'm confident at my job, please.
I'm not doing that. What's on this week, Phoebe?
Actually, we've got a really full week. We've got, we're supposed to have 2 installs today, 1 actually postponed Friday night, so we've had a couple pack-ups, but then we've got 3 installs every day for the rest of the week.
Oh wow.
Busy week. 2 of them are only smaller, like we're just doing a living and dining. It's for one of our bigger agents, so we don't normally do a job that's that small, but they're both in the same suburb, both on the same day, so they'll fit on the same truck, makes sense.
So a topic I thought we might discuss, well it wasn't me who thought it, but on Foxy TV is working with your partner.
The reason I suggested it is because it's something I get asked all the time, with quite a negative connotation to the question, what's it like working with your husband? And we've been working, how long have we been working together now for?
2 years?
2 years. Before that we were in full-time corporate roles, and I'd see you at 6 a.m, then you'd head out the door and you'd be back at 6 p.m. So it was a bit of a change after we had the baby, but relevant to so many people because there's so many partner agent groups, like husband-wife teams, but there's also just as many other stylists who are doing what we're doing, working together. So I thought it'd be interesting. As far as pros and cons, pros definitely with, obviously we have a family, and that was the whole reason we started our business, is to make sure that we have that lifestyle business so that we can pick the kids up from daycare. I can balance it so I'm at home, or actually one of us are at home on a Thursday and a Friday, so the kids only do 3 days at daycare. It has given us more balance. You agree?
Yep.
Just yes.
Yeah. You're leaving the negatives to me?
No, there's not many negatives. So there's lots of things I've learned about Jake.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
I was gonna start talking about it.
Now
I want to know. Yeah.
No, so Jake has like a serious case of FOMO. Like, I'm on the phone, I have to get off and I have to tell him what the conversation was. And he's out of the truck now, but and this is not so much FOMO as far as being a bit of a
I like
OCD,
to know what's going
and
on.
you like to know what's going on, you like to be across everything. So it's like a debrief after every conversation. And before every important conversation that happens, we have that conversation between us 3 times.
I think, I mean, it's a good, I don't know if I'd put it on, it's probably on both the good and the bad list, but when you're both in the same business, you go home, there's no real cut-off, there's no stop talking about work. So at all times we're probably thinking about something or talking about something on weekends and after hours.
Not stressful, nothing like that.
Exciting, we're talking about ideas and things we want to try. So it's kind of a good and a bad thing. It's good because we both enjoy it and we're excited by the stuff we're talking about and thinking about. But I guess some might look at that as a bad thing because there's no shutting off and kind of relaxing, which there is for us, like we do that as well. But I don't know, I think probably what helps a little bit is, even though it's a small business, Phoebe and I do very different roles. And it is, like, there's a lot of stuff we talk about, but it is very separate. So I think we don't step on each other's toes too much, which is probably a good thing.
Yeah. I guess the other good things I like is that if I feel like maybe I'm being a bit precious, if I'm getting annoyed a little bit quickly, I can say, ring Jake and go, am I being unreasonable? However, on the same token, I know we even had this conversation this morning, if Jake doesn't understand what I'm saying about it, I get very frustrated with him very quickly because he should just get it. And you...
I take the brunt.
I'm sure you'll get footage of that this week, actually, Cody, because it happens weekly that you just don't get it. but it's, I guess there's other ups and downs, like what happens if the real estate market crashes in Brisbane and we don't have enough work, like we've got all our eggs in the same basket sort of thing. So but yeah, I enjoy it. I wouldn't say it's bad.
You come to me wanting to put more.
That's not true. It's totally not true. You'll be like, who's that? What did they say?
You rang me this morning to say.
Oh, don't put that on the camera.
Where are you off to, Phoebe?
I'm off to a couple of quotes, Cody.
Yeah?
So,
Quotes or consults?
business. Oh yeah, consults.
Oh.
You know what? I'm having clients pick me up on that.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
well, that's good.
They're picking me up on that.
It's working then.
It is, yeah. 2 consults.
2 consults.
And then I'll be back.
All right. See you later.
Have a good day.
Tuesday morning, loaded the truck mostly yesterday, just putting the finishing stuff on. And then what's on today, Russ?
Today, mate, we're going to 3 big installs today, or 2 big installs and 1 smaller one.
Yep.
Over to Bellbowery, which is sort of northwest.
Northwest.
For the first one, and then back into Red Hill for the second.
Yep.
And then the third one is over at 8 Mile Plains. So
Big day.
yeah, all on the way back, which is good, so we don't have to double back on ourselves.
First install, just arrived in, where are we, Cam? Bellbowery. Took about 50 minutes to get out here from Acacia Ridge. It's pretty quiet. Out near Mogu. Is there much to, it's a partial hay?
Yeah, we're literally only doing a living room and a dining room.
Okay. So it should be quick.
It should be very quick. Don't want to jinx it, but...
We then made the trip to Red Hill for the second install.
It's that gap.
This guy.
Yeah. That I'm worried about, just because it gives the doorway to outside.
What are you worried about, Janessa?
Well, because we've got the 2 chairs and we've got a 3-seat sofa. I'm just worried that we need to make sure that there's enough of a thoroughfare out to the balcony.
So
Which is in the back
thinking
corner.
about maybe just putting in 1 chair instead?
Yeah, we have also brought in just a 1 occasional chair with the side table, so I'm thinking I may get the boys, you Cody, to bring it up and just see it as an option to see where I like this. But that one was really trying to cram too much into the 1 space. So I think I'm gonna go Bristol.
Good choice. Cam, happy with that?
Happy days.
In Red Hill, views of Suncorp Stadium. This unit complex. We've just finished getting all the furniture in. Janessa's finishing in upstairs. And then we are out of here onto the 3rd install.
It was then on to the 3rd and final install at 8 Mile Plains.
And here we are, 8 Mile Plains, the 3rd and final install. Nice big house. Let's go, Tom.
Back to the warehouse where the guys spent some time organising the bottom warehouse.
So I think we've given up hosting events in here. Any events we're going to do externally. So we're running out of room. So the guys are going to sort this second warehouse out, get it organised.
Phoebe just had, obviously don't have to say who, but spoke to someone about their new position.
We did. I'm actually just checking my emails. We have another 4 applications come through.
So what is the position?
Cass is heading off to have a baby.
Yep.
Janessa is stepping up into Cassie's role, which leaves us with a stylist position open because Janessa and I can't do it all on our own. So full-time stylist role, permanent position starting. Well, Cass is heading off in May, so likely to start end of March, beginning April. Looking for the person that's going to be a good fit for our team. Not necessarily about your experience, but more about the type of person you are.
You're going to enjoy working with us, bunch of clowns.
Yes. So have a look at what you get yourself into. I can't believe so many people are willing to, which is awesome. It's exciting. So yeah, looking forward to seeing.
And what's the best way? Instagram message?
Oh, anyway, DM. I've had a couple people call, but definitely send through your resume. Jake's a bit of a process person. He likes resumes. He likes to look at them. So send them through, and we'll definitely get in touch.
Wednesday, the team got in and loaded for an install in Clayfield before then going on to a pack up in Geebung, and then to Pabs to pick up some furniture for the second and final install of the day in Annerley. Here's a quick few photos from the installs. Jake once again wrote an article for LinkedIn, and I caught up with him to see what that was all about.
Talked about the fact that we are on track as a business to hit $1 million in revenue for the first time this year, this financial year, and so kind of talking about that as a milestone and how on one hand it could be important, on the other is completely arbitrary and not important at all. And basically it was more of an excuse to talk about milestones. So as a business owner, talking about what we set for ourselves as targets, things that we're trying to tick off or reach. And as I said, that $1 million revenue is kind of a big round number, but by itself it doesn't mean anything. Nothing changes when you hit it, and that it's more about the direction that it sets for us and keeps us thinking about growth and the right things. So while it doesn't really mean anything that you hit that number, for us it's one of those things we want to reach there and kind of keep moving towards that, and then we'll set the next one. So completely meaningless on one hand and useful as a way to focus our mindset as a business owner on the other.
Upstairs at Warehouse 1, I then spoke to Cassie about what is inside the in-store box that they take to every job.
What's in the box? In the box. What's in the box today? What's in the box?
All right, Cassie, we're going through an install box. So you guys take these to every install?
Yep, every install.
And it's full of goodies. So we're just going to go through some. And hopefully that'll be interesting for people watching.
Hopefully.
So I'll just pull out items and you can sort of describe. So hammer, what do you use that for?
Yep, so hanging pretty much any of our art. So hammer is obviously for the picture hooks and nails. So we've got special ones for concrete walls, but most walls normally take a picture hook.
So it's for hanging stuff. Scissors, do you use that much, or is that for...
Yeah, so if we have to restring any of our art, we've got wire and scissors obviously, and then if we've got any new stuff that we open on site, we obviously have to cut into
Scissors.
it. Yep.
They're 3M hooks for hanging art?
Yes, so sometimes Queenslanders have tricky walls and picture hooks and nails don't go into them, so we use 3M hooks for that.
Screws for art?
Yep, so that's pretty much any art that's over about 5 to 10 kilos.
Okay,
so any glass
stuff.
Heavy framed art, yeah.
Yep. Light bulbs, pretty self-explanatory.
Yep, lots and lots of light bulbs.
And these are the bright, good daylight, cool ones.
Yes, yep.
We always use cool ones.
Yep.
Always?
Most of the time.
More light bulbs, spare
Yep.
light bulbs, rags, cleaning?
Yes, so wiping down anything that's like glass surfaces, all of our prop TVs, anything that's dusty really.
Eucalyptus oil.
Yes, so
That's nearly
anything,
empty.
yeah, very commonly used. Anything if it's got any like dirt or grime or anything that doesn't come off with Windex,
Yeah.
or any like stickers and tags and stuff from any places we've bought.
It's a bit stronger.
Yes. heavy
More
duty.
rags, more light bulbs. What about this one?
It's a broken but still works lint roller. So for any of our cushions and things, if they've got a bit of fluff on them.
I like this one. What's this one?
That's a magic sponge. So pretty much if your Ajax fails and your eucalyptus oil fails, magic sponge will get it off.
It's just, you just use water
with that?
Yeah, just water, and it works on walls, on furniture, pretty much on anything.
Anything else interesting? Toilet paper, what, in case they don't have any?
Yes, pretty much. If you're at a vacant house all day, desperate times.
More light bulbs, more screws. Oh, what's this? Is that just, do you use this?
I've never used that. I think that's one of the boys' clamps for when they're fixing things. That's just in our tool bucket.
Yeah. That's about it.
Yeah, that's about it. Normally we've got a level in the other one as well, so if you're hanging art on your own and you've got like a D-ring artwork, so it's a bit harder to do by yourself, you can level your artwork and make sure you're hanging it straight.
But otherwise just lots of light bulbs.
Need to do a bit of a spring clean, but lots of other little light bulbs.
And you always take one of these with you?
Yep, every install.
And that's it for episode 57. See you next week.